Kent Pisani.
And I'm Kieran, and welcome to DKSN.
Right now, we are here at the Grand Point North Music Festival in Burlington, Vermont, overlooking the astonishing Lake Champlain.
Today, even though there's a major pennant race going on right now, the excitement is still here in Burlington, Vermont, at the Grand Point North Music Festival.
On the inside of this banner, there's a variety from jazz to blues to rock. This is the place you want to be this weekend for this music festival.
And headlining the show today is the outstanding Grace Potter and the Nocturnals.
Well, I'm ready to head in. Are you?
Yep. We hope you enjoy this show as much as we do.
So good and the place is getting hot. You better take it easy cause the place is on fire. Been a long day and I don't know what to do. I'm gonna relax, I think everybody should. And I'm so glad you made it. So glad you made it. You got to give me some loving. Give me some loving. Give me some loving every day.
Grand Point North is put on by Grace Potter and the Nocturnals. I believe they've been doing it for several years, and it's really incredible because they have some really great local Vermont bands, but then they also have some of the really cream of the crop, you know, national touring acts. So it's an amazing festival. They do a lot of local food here too. So it's all really about Vermont, and as you can see, it's kind of the best place to do it. So it's really cool.
And Kat, who are your music influences?
Well, I have influences, you know, all over the board, really. I grew up listening to a little bit of everything. So I grew up listening to folk music, everything from, you know, Simon and Garfunkel to Odetta. I listened to a lot of James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Susan Tedeschi. One of the people that I love so much is playing here tonight, Charles Bradley and the Extraordinaires, and he's been a huge influence on me. Some more contemporary ones, Alan Stone is a great singer. Oh, there's so many. I could go on and on, but you know, there's so much good stuff out there. But I take influence from a lot of different styles, not just the style that I sing with the band, but just kind of anyone who moves me. So it's all over the board, really. Yeah.
Why did you come down here today?
Well, we just always love the scene for Grand Point North. We're huge Grace Potter fans. We have a particular interest in one of the Nocturnals, as I grew up with the lead guitarist Scott Tournay. So we're really excited to get down here and see Scott performing live tonight. It was awesome. We were really impressed. He's doing great. And of course, you know, Grace Potter and the Nocturnals always put on a great show. So we brought out the whole family and just having a blast, seeing a lot of people we know and having a good time.
My favorite is Grace Potter, and I almost got her autograph while my dad was talking to Scott.
This is a great venue for us to come as a family because it's laid back. It's not as crowded and packed as some venues are. So we're able to bring our whole family. Our son's here with us also. So the food venue is all local and it supports local businesses and families. So we always like to come and have a good time for our festival with Grace Potter.
So come on, Rosie, and smile. Come on, Rosie, and smile. Come on, Rosie, and smile. We'll bring it back in style. Come on, Rosie, and smile.
And the music sounds good and the food smells great. What about you?
I agree with you on the food, and I definitely think that the atmosphere is electric and the fans are electric, just like the Buffalo Bills game against the Patriots this year at Ralph Wilson Stadium. Of Vermont, and that includes all of the free ice creams.
Well, why did you decide to come to Grand Point North?
I'm from Burlington, and there are a lot of local artists here. So I mean, why not support the Burlington community and our local artists?
So much more than a music festival. There's great food, great music, and a great view. Not only that, but they have glass blowing, of all things.
Make you break down, shatter your illusions of love. Is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home?
Hey Dan, glass blowing isn't the only thing that's weird around here.
The glass blowing team here at Grand Point North, and guys, Grand Point North is a music festival and an art festival. What does the art perspective bring to the festival?
That's a great question. Well, we wanted to be able to incorporate some contemporary art with all of this music, and we are hoping to bring a whole new perspective to contemporary art. So a lot of the people here are pretty ripe for new experiences. We thought we'd try out some pretty wild stuff on them.
I think it's a really nice mix, you know, like music is an art and performance is an art, and we like to sort of cross-contaminate those things whenever possible, and it's sort of like a live music video, if you will.
And a bigger question now, what does Grand Point North mean to Grace Potter and the Nocturnals?
Well, I cannot really speak for my sister, but I'll do my best to channel her here. I know that this, being in Vermont, is really, really, really important to Grace, and being able to come back here to her base of fans and to put on a phenomenal show. means a whole lot to her.
And I think Grand Point Weird is really important because she did want to collaborate with her sister, and this is their first professional collaboration, and I must say, as a viewer and participator, I think it's going quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been really, really fun to collaborate with Grace. We've got visual art, we got music, we got live glass blowing as performance art, we have video, we have sculpture, we have installation, we have immersive experiences, participatory experiences, so it's really an experiential event.
So Sparky, as the father of Grace and Charlotte Potter, you've seen lots of art come to this festival. How does that make you feel?
Really proud, actually. Not just proud of my kids, but proud of the art that just emanates around the energy of this festival. Because the idea behind this festival is not to focus on just two people, my daughters, but to focus on all of this part of Vermont and what it has to offer. So you're seeing accumulated artists that come just not from my two kids, but from all their friends. So this particular tent scene got put up by all her friends from RISD College and all her friends from Alfred College, and so she's got like 30 people that follow her around. So that's what I'm witnessing and proud of, is the act of them gathering all their art friends together and bringing them here.
And I think it's really important to Grace and all of the Nocturnals that they give back to the community that helped make them. So it's really important to them to do Grand Point North, and we hope that it affects the local tourism and all of the local people in a great way.
And I'll say, as a Virginian visiting Vermont for the first time, this is really a great way to experience it. I feel like I'm getting the full immersion, and I'm loving it.
And since this is a sports show, I have to ask you, what type of sports fan are you?
Well, you know, that's a great question, because I usually relate every answer to some sort of sports analogy, like this is the end game, you know, or like, you know, this is like halfway. Okay, we're in the 9th inning, right? Now, they already get the stuff up. We have to go into extra innings. So I relate pretty much every answer to every question to some sporting event. Myself, I moved to Vermont to become a skier, so I'm a very active skier. But I played a lot of tennis and football and soccer. So I'm pretty much of a sports enthusiast. So my wife gives me grief about me relating everything to a sports answer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good job.
Well, in spite of all you gain, you'll have to stand out in the pouring rain. One last voice is calling you, and I guess it's time to go. Oh, but there's still one thing I ask of you. Just one.
You guys, of course, are doing the glass blowing here at Grand Point North, and you mentioned before that it's a team sport, and this is a sports show. So how does that work? How is it a team sport?
Well,
We work together.
Can we finish each other's sentences? That would really play off this team thing.
It's true. You know, you ever wish you just had like 4 hands, like where you could do more things at once? Well, we allow that to happen.
Yeah, it's like a 4-armed glass blower machine, see? So this is how this works, yeah. So essentially what we're talking about is glass blowing is a team sport. I quit playing soccer and started blowing glass. It's the exact same thing. Sometimes you get as many as 35 participants together to try to make a piece of art. It's really something where you're only as good as your assistant.
We'll let you in on a little secret too. Currently, we're undergoing a secret project trying to create a organized dance routine involving ballet and glass.
It's true.
So we're taking it to the next level, really, I think.
We do weird things like synchronized glass blowing. You know, got to work as a team to be able to do that, obviously. Kind of like synchronized swimming, but with glass blowing. It's pretty rad. So this is all the kinds of weird stuff you'll be able to see if you come to Grand Point North this year.
Wow, that... I really got what I asked for on that question. Thank you, guys.
You're very welcome. It was lovely meeting you.
Thank you so much. It's fantastic to be here.